It was a day for art in downtown Beaumont today, the second year of Mural Fest in full swing this weekend. Artists from all over Southeast Texas putting their skills on display, and they used the walls of downtown as their poster board. A fun event that's going to leave behind some beauty with it. Good evening, Southeast Texas. Good to be with you tonight. A lot of creativity on display, but also a citywide block party today. Music, food, games, all happening in downtown. 40 artists have been working on their pieces all around Beaumont, giving people a chance to walk around and see the creativity in action. Lots of kids among the spectators today, and hopefully they might be inspired to pick up a brush.
And these muralists coming in town talking to these kids can show that this is a way that you can express yourself in a positive way, and that art's important, and if you keep up with it, you can do some amazing things.
The festival is not over just yet. Still another day tomorrow to see the artwork. Things picking back up at the Jefferson Theater at 11 in the morning. And as new art was put up throughout the city today, a beloved Southeast Texas artist was being honored at the same time. Friends and family paid their respects to Beaumont artist Kimberly Brown. Brown has painted murals all around Beaumont. She passed away in August of last year, and as part of today's remembrance, a plaque was dedicated at her mural of Frida Kahlo in downtown. In Groves this afternoon, a big fundraiser was held for a P&G high school student as he battles leukemia. Today's donations will help Tavon Perry and his family as their medical bills stack up. At Encounter Church, the community set up a link sale, cakewalk, car show, and a bunch of other fun activities. Tavon was cleared by doctors to be there and got to be surrounded by loved ones. His family appreciates the support and says every little bit helps. You can also find a GoFundMe for Tavon on our website. And really a great day to be outside doing anything in the Golden Triangle today. Temperatures peaking in the high 70s this afternoon. Turning things over to our storm trackers to get a look at your forecast. The live view outside in Jasper on the Roofing 911 Skycam. I'm in the Storm Tracker Center with meteorologist Carrie Cooper. Carrie, another weekend here of near perfect weather.
It really has been low humidity, lots of sunshine, not much wind. Had temperatures, as you said, in the upper 70s today, and Sunday looks just as nice. We'll probably hit 80 coming up for your Sunday. Right now we're under clear skies. We have temperatures in the mid 50s across the area, and with very little wind tonight, light winds, no clouds, wouldn't be shocked to see some upper 40s again in a few spots for your Sunday morning. Let's take a look at Futurecast. Certainly clear skies tonight, dropping on down to about 50 or so in the morning, and a big warm up tomorrow. We should reach 80 for a high in the afternoon. So some mid to upper 40s tonight, scattered across the area. Near 80 tomorrow looks pretty nice. Your next 3 days, that changes after tomorrow. Here comes the clouds and humidity again off the Gulf of Mexico. Can't rule out an isolated shower as well coming up for Monday and Tuesday, and the rest of the night temperatures, as we said, falling into the upper 40s to near 50. We'll have your complete storm tracker forecast coming up.
A crime alert this weekend. A man from Beaumont accused of harassing and following women in the Calder Terrace neighborhood faces new charges this weekend. 47-year-old Julius Williams already faces charges of obscenity and harassment, but now Justice of the Peace Ben Collins has added 2 more. Resisting search and possession of a controlled substance. Williams has bonds totaling $65,000. Judge Collins also adding a new condition that if he makes his bond, he's going to be forced to wear a GPS ankle monitor, and he cannot go within 1,000 feet of a school. The search for Christy Russo reached a new level of intensity this week in Jasper County. Texas EcuSearch joined deputies yesterday as they searched a second property on County Road 777 in Buna. Investigators say this area is where Russo was last seen in October 2021. Deputy Carly Cherry with Jasper County Sheriff's Office tells 12 News no physical evidence was collected during Friday's search. However, she says a large amount of evidence was collected in that residence in the 1800 block of County Road 777. She says that evidence is being processed by the DPS Crime Lab. Family members are hoping some of this evidence can lead to closure after more than a year without Christy. In North Texas, a mother is in jail after police say she stabbed 3 of her children to death. The kids were found Friday at a home in the small town of Italy, just 45 minutes south of Dallas. All these children were young, around elementary school age. Sources with Child Protective Services told our sister station WFAA in Dallas the mother did not have custody at the time, and the stabbing occurred when a CPS worker arrived at the home unannounced. Bond for that mother is set at $6 million. Former President Donald Trump taking the stage tonight at the Conservative Political Action Conference in Washington. He told supporters it's time to finish what they started and complete the mission. Trump talked about a wide range of things he would do if reelected, including making China financially accountable for COVID-19, revoking President Biden's diversity, equity, and inclusion agenda.
On day one, I will revoke Joe Biden's crazy executive order, installing Marxist diversity, equity, and inclusion czars in every federal agency. And I will immediately terminate all staffers hired to implement this horrible agenda.
The former president also talked about giving rights to parents when it comes to electing school principals. Trump's speech lasted nearly 2 hours tonight. He won the CPAC straw poll with 62% of the vote. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis came in second with 20%. A tanker truck carrying flammable liquid overturned and exploded today in Frederick, Maryland. The driver did not survive. Authorities say it happened around noon on U.S. Route 15. The explosion caused 3 homes and 3 cars nearby to catch fire. Thankfully, nobody else in the neighborhood was hurt. Fire officials say the hazardous materials on board were contained before they reached a nearby creek, and therefore there is no risk to the public.
This is a scary day. A rapidly moving incident with a lot of moving parts, very complicated, and the agencies that you're seeing here today represent the best of what this county does when faced with a tragedy and a challenge.
Authorities have not said or determined the cause of that crash. Developing right now in Springfield, Ohio, another Norfolk Southern train has derailed. The company says 20 train cars derailed and no hazardous materials were involved. They also say nobody was hurt. Fire crews say a hazardous materials team is at the scene. Nearby residents have been asked to shelter in place. A powerful and deadly winter storm has made its way across the country to the northeast. On the way, it spawned tornadoes in the south. At least 12 people were killed. ABC's Chuck Siverstein has more details.
The powerful winter storm slammed at least 37 states as it worked its way across the country, bringing with it heavy snow, damaging winds, and destructive tornadoes. Nationwide, power knocked out to more than 1 million people. In Michigan, Stacy Wittenberg forced to throw away food.
We do not have a generator, and I just got a full fridge of groceries and a freezer of groceries because we were out for 4 days and I had to throw out all that food.
Across the South, at least 17 tornadoes reported. Kentucky hit hard. In Bowling Green, high winds bending this White Castle sign in half as it crashed down on a car below. Luckily, no one was injured. In Jeffersontown, the swirling winds made it difficult to battle the flames at this car dealership.
The biggest damage appears to be trees and power lines and the poles on the power lines. When it comes to power, this is going to be a multi-day event.
In Tennessee, a highway patrol officer trapped in his car by this fallen tree. In California, people in the San Bernardino Mountains are desperate for help. ABC's DeMarco Morgan is there.
Now, this is pretty much the story, not just here in Crestline, but other neighboring mountain communities. People trying to dig their way out with the help of neighbors, even strangers pitching in to help.
This couple walked an hour and 20 minutes from their home to get food.
Like our church tomorrow is meeting here to go and start digging people out. But I'm not going to be able to do that because I'm still trying to dig myself out.
Officials acknowledging they were unprepared. A National Guard unit has been called in to help as families run out of supplies. Chuck Sivertson, ABC News, New York.